Hi, welcome to All About Events. I really want to thank you. We have with us Vinincia Strachan, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right because I keep doing this really badly. So if I'm pronouncing your name right, just please let me know. Am I pronouncing it right?
Well, my name is pronounced Vinincia Strawn, but it's spelled like Strachan, but that's okay. I'll answer. I know you, I'll answer.
I thank you very much for doing that, Vinincia. It's so nice to have you here on All About Events. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure to be here.
You're so welcome. Great. Yes, awesome. Yes. You know, it's been a while since I talked to you. I think I met you through the Association of Bridal Consultants. I think that's where I met you first.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it has to be, right?
Yes, it has to be, yes.
Yeah. So you're still here, I'm still here, and we're both giving thanks. And I just want to share, really, we're living in this crazy pandemic, this crazy time that we're going through.
Right.
Yes, but we're here. Mm-hmm.
These are really crazy times for sure. And everyone who's still alive should be very grateful. I am very grateful to still be alive, still on the planet, because so many have passed, you know, and, you know, we have to pray for them and their families as well.
Yes. And we're in a third wave now that we're going through right now.
Yes.
So to God be the glory. So I'm going to start by just telling you guys and introducing you a little bit more. So Vinincia, I got it.
You did. Yes. You did.
Okay. So Vinincia is the regional manager of romance for Bahamas Ministry of Tourism.
Yeah.
Her responsibility includes promoting destination weddings and honeymoons to the island of the Bahamas.
Yes.
She has been serving in this position you've been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
In this position, but you have also worked for 25 years throughout the United States and Canada within the same organization.
Right.
So that says a lot.
Oh boy, doing different things. At one point it was just sales and general sales, and then the other point it was groups, meetings, and incentives. So I've held several portfolios during my career, throughout my career with the Ministry of Tourism, and now I call myself the romance manager for the islands of Bahamas. So that's what I presently do. Okay,
that is awesome. It says a lot that you're still with the company, which tells me you really enjoy your job.
I do. I have had other jobs. So like, you know, I worked with Foreign Affairs before. I worked with the National Flag Carrier Bahamas Air. So I've had several jobs, but I'm really enjoying this job. Yes, I'm loving it. Yes.
That is awesome. Awesome. So tell me, your title is really different, right? Senior Romance Manager. So tell me, what is the difference between that and the regular corporate manager? What is the difference?
Well, you know, it's how you intend to see yourself, and that's how I see myself. I, like you read off the bio, I am the Senior Regional Manager for the Bahamas Tourist Office. However, you know, in meeting people and in this business, I felt that it did not address exactly what, you know, I was responsible for, what I did. And also I wanted a conversation piece, right? Like somebody, if you said you're the romance manager, you say, well, what is that? Like you've asked me a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
So I felt like romance manager told people exactly what I did or the field in which I worked. And so that's why I coined the name for myself, mind you. My official name is Regional Manager, but I asked the Ministry of Tourism if I can use that name in order to describe myself and what I do. And so that's why I'm the Romance Manager for the Islands of Bahamas, and I love it. And I promote and advertise romantic travel for the Islands of Bahamas. Simply means I help people to know more about or learn more about our offerings, our romance dance offerings. I help wedding planners, travel agents, as well as couples who would like to get married in the Bahamas. Just provide them with lots of information. And also, I'm the navigator too. I'm the person who helps them to develop or create their romantic experience in the Bahamas.
Okay, so you're doing weddings, honeymoons, anything pertaining to romance, actually.
Everything, all things romantic, right? Because if you're just a regional manager, people automatically would think, okay, it's sales. But if I'm romantic travel, it's the engagements, it's the proposals, it's the weddings and honeymoons. And for me, I thought it was a little bit more forward thinking. Instead of putting me in a box and say I'm just responsible for weddings and honeymoons, I'm responsible for all things romantic, and I love that.
I would too. I mean, looking at destination weddings, I've been to the Bahamas, and it's a beautiful destination. It is totally gorgeous. Actually, I find a lot of the destinations that I've traveled to, they're just beautiful. Yes. Totally. So do you find are you the person, do you plan the event, or you actually work with the event planners, wedding planners, to execute the events?
Right. I work with the wedding planners, the travel agents, to execute the event. Really, I work closely with them. However, I do attend bridal shows as well and other consumer events. And in that arena, I also help couples as well. Just if they ask me about the destination, yes, then I can ask them about which island they would prefer and help them to plan or develop an idea as to, what they like, what sort of experience they like in the Bahamas. And then they take that information and take it to their wedding planner or their travel agent to execute. Yeah. And then on the back end, I help the travel agent to make sure their dreams come true. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You talk about the Bahamian islands. I hear there is a lot. So can you tell me how many islands they are? Because I've only been to Nassau, but I hear there's a lot more islands that people can visit.
Right. We have about 700. Well, we have over 700 islands and keys in the Bahamas, and 16 of those islands are actually inhabited. And those are the ones we promote. And you might have heard of some of them because, of course, Air Canada, they have nonstop flights to Exuma. And you've heard about Grand Bahama, and that's Sunday to Exuma, Air Canada to Nassau. And so we have quite a few from Canada that's nonstop, but it's also the Berry Islands, it's Eleuthera, it's Abaco, it's San Salvador, Exuma. There's so many, Grand Bahama, there's so many, but 16 of those islands are the ones we actually promote. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's really amazing. Can you give me an idea what it would look like, just as an example, if when a client comes to you, what exactly would they be asking you for? Like, is it more where to go? What do we do?
Well, nowadays everybody is internet savvy, so they go on the internet and they find out pretty much, which island they're interested in. Oh, I'm interested in Nassau. I'm interested in Grand Bahama. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? And of course, they can look up this stuff on the internet, but they ask you because they want your personal opinion, your personal insight into the destination. And so that's what I provide. And, if they want to go to Nassau, I said, yes, and Nassau is a beautiful island. You can live on Paradise Island, you can stay on Paradise Island or Nassau the city, or you can go to the western part of the island, and there you'll find Bahama, Paradise Island, there's Atlantis, Nassau, the British Colonial Hilton, or Sandals. So, they ask specific things, especially if they've never been there before. Yeah. They want your feel, they want your take on what that island is like and what sort of experiences, they can expect, right? So that's how I help, because sometimes they're lost too. They don't even know what they want to do when they go to the destination, or what's available, not necessarily what they want to do, but what's available. And I can't say zip lining is, you can get that, or you can experience that in Grand Bahama. I can say swimming with the Peds is Exuma. I can say in Nassau, it's Old City, it's all all the luxury hotels, luxury brands, high rise, nightlife. I can say that and point them in the right direction. And that's what I do.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's great having you there.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about 2019 to 2020. I
Yeah.
believe 2019 there was a hurricane.
Yes.
2020, you guys, we're dealing with now the pandemic. How is this affecting travel to the Bahamas or even affecting people coming to you? Actually, they're probably coming to you even more now to find out what exactly is going on. So how is all this affecting you, and how are you, as the senior romance manager, be able to assist couples through this pandemic and all
Well,
that's happening?
yeah, well, yeah, there was a hurricane and about 2 years ago, and we've gone beyond that right now. And we're rebuilding Grand Bahama and Abaco and all those other places. And now,
Yeah.
like the world, we're faced with a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And travel, in a sense, has stopped from Canada to Nassau, but the US is still open. So we have some visitors because the Bahamas is open. We're open for business. Okay. We never stop taking visitors, although, we're very, we have all the safety protocols in place and all the cleanliness protocols. So we followed all the guidelines. And so we're open, we're able to receive visitors. Our hotels, most of them, some of them had closed, but now they've all reopened and ready for business. And we're steadily picking up. We're still picking up business, especially the yachters. We started with that first. All the yachters and the fishermen, those persons came into the destination first, and now we're slowly getting the people who want to have a vacation or a break from the pandemic where they experienced it, right? And but Canada is still closed. The borders are still closed to all of the Caribbean countries and everything, including the islands like the Bahamas. And so we're waiting. We're preparing, but we're waiting for Canadians to travel again. And the Bahamian people will be so happy to receive them for sure.
I am sure. I am sure.
Yes, yes.
Listen, we're eager to go too. We are so eager. We're ready. Like every day we're talking. My husband and I are saying, we need to get out. We need to get out.
I know.
Yeah, everybody's waiting. I think you guys are going to have an influx of people once this pandemic is up.
Well, I must tell you that we have Crystal Serenity Cruise. They are starting their cruise program to the Bahamas or within the Bahamas July 3rd. So you're absolutely right. And I heard that the reservations for them, they've been amazing off the roof. Yeah. And so what they're doing is it's just a cruise within the Bahamas. So it'll be to islands like Bimini, Nassau, San Salvador, Great Exuma, Long Island, those places. So they'll just be cruising. It's going to be a luxury cruise within the Bahamas. And that's somewhat like creating a bubble, right? Isn't it? And that's just the first leg, and it's just within the Bahamas. So you're absolutely right. People are ready. People are ready to cruise. People are ready to travel. And we're trying to make it happen for them. We're trying to make a way for them to experience the Bahamas while we keep our numbers down and keep everybody safe. We want everybody to be safe. Yes.
Yes. One question I was thinking, because I've heard that once you travel, say, for example, you get to travel, you go to a resort, you have to stay on that resort. You can't go outside. Have you heard anything like that? You pretty well have to quarantine for 14 days, but stay in the resort.
Oh, no. Our protocols are completely different. In the beginning, yes, that was the case. But now that we know so much more about what's going on around the world and the virus and how to keep everyone safe somewhat, we have changed those restrictions. Once you get a negative COVID-19 test, you can enter the Bahamas within 5 days. The test must be given and you must get results within 5 days. You can travel to the Bahamas, no quarantine.
Oh, okay.
No
All
further
right.
quarantine. However, if you're spending 5 nights or more, on the fifth night, you have to take another test, not the same test, the quick swab test
Yeah.
to just make sure you're not infected. If you're infected, of course, you're isolated and, further steps are taken. But if you're not, you can go on with your holiday. Of course, you do have to wear a mask in public areas. If you're in
Yes.
your room, of course not. There are restrictions when it comes to group size as well. On the outside, it's like 50 persons based on
Mm-hmm.
the environment and size of the resort.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, it's 25. They're holding it to that, but you have to wear a mask. If you're doing an indoor event. Outdoor
Okay.
event, you have to wear a mask too, but it depends on where you are, how they're situating all the tables or which function
Okay.
you're at. But if you're on the beach, no mask at all. Isn't that amazing?
Yes. Yes.
You're on
That's
the
really
beach.
good. Nice fresh
Yeah.
air.
Nice fresh
Yeah.
air. You can go about, you can go to the Fish Fry in Nassau and all the other islands too, because like I said, the Bahamas, we have more than just one island, more than just Nassau. So no matter which island you go to or visit within the Bahamas, you're free to roam the beaches and not have to wear a mask at all. It's just when you go to events or you're indoors, you
Yeah.
have to follow certain protocols. Sanitizers are there. You have to check after 5 days to make sure that you are still COVID free, and then
That's
you're free to
good.
roam around the island. Yes, I thought so too. That's freedom.
Yeah. This is really good information. Yes.
Yes, that's
Okay.
freedom.
Definitely going to share. We definitely have to get this out so people know.
Uh,
Um, Now, I know many people during the time of the COVID came up with new ideas, new ways of doing things. So I just want to know, is there anything on your end that, your organization or yourself have come up with since 2020?
Oh, well, of course, the new safety, clean and pristine designation for all the resorts. So, they have to follow certain protocols in order for them to be certified clean and pristine. That's one thing we implemented. And the other thing we did was about a week or two ago, we had our first virtual romance show. And that was amazing. Yeah, we had one day for the travel agents. The second day, which is on March 10th, was for the consumer. And that was an opportunity for us to showcase the entire destination. So
Okay.
instead of going to a physical show, we did it
Mhm.
virtual. Okay.
Yes, I
And
saw
now,
that online. Yeah.
yes, it was well attended, well received. And so some of that information is still available
Mhm.
online. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, all the small businesses in the Bahamas, especially they're organized where you can breathe and experience that. I told you about Crystal Cruises
Yes.
recently and how we're doing that on the inside.
There's
So there's lots and lots of things, lots and lots of projects right now on the table. And no matter where you go throughout the Bahamas, you're going to find those safety protocols that you have to adhere to that keeps everybody safe. And so I think that we're doing a pretty good job pivoting like the rest of the world. Yeah,
yeah.
I think we
Good
are.
for you. Good for
Yeah,
you.
thank
Yeah,
you so much. Yeah,
it's a beautiful island, and
yeah.
um, we can't just make it go to waste,
We
right?
can't just make it a go to
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
But
it's a
what's
beautiful island.
thank you so much. But what's so amazing too is that, because I'm in here in Canada where you are too, and every now and then, or quite often, I see photos and videos, short clips of videos of the Bahamas and the beach, and and I go, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
if
I
I'm only there
know,
for
I
five
know.
minutes and just push my toes in the sand,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic. Yes, but I think they're keeping people still aware of what's going on in Bahamas, and
Mhm.
that's important. Also, the live stream video, that's important as well.
Yeah.
You know, because we know that once we're able to travel again, that people, maybe some of their loved ones may not be able to come with them or take the journey with them to the Bahamas if they have a wedding or, you know, some special event. So the live stream video will connect family and friends with the couple, you know, that's actually celebrating the Bahamas. And that's important. And like everybody else, we know and we feel like who's going to travel first would probably be the honeymooners, because a lot of them have gotten married already. They've gotten
That's
married.
right. Yeah.
Right. And so they may want to do a smaller ceremony, or they may want to have their honeymoon in someplace special, because, you know, after the wedding here, they probably went a couple of days out someplace and say, okay, let's have 1 or 2 days free, you know, and just celebrate alone. But they really, really, I still believe that honeymooners and those people who've gotten married before, they want that special celebration. You know what I mean? They want to do it their way, the way they had planned it originally. Right. And so I think that they're going to take that trip after all of this is done. And I'm hoping that they choose the Bahamas, and we're there to welcome them, and they're going to have a fantastic time.
Definitely. Definitely will. You sort of answered, you pretty well answered my last question is, what would you say to couples who are trying to figure out if they should go ahead with their wedding?
Well, you know, you know, that question, I would say, if you want to get married, you know, you can't stop love, right? You can't stop it, and you can't delay it. That's just the bottom line. And so people have been getting married through wars, pandemics. I mean, a hurricane has come, they'll postpone it, but they're still getting married. So I would say if they have plans to get married, do it. You know what I mean? If you love the person, you care about them, you want to spend the rest of your life with that person. If you're to that point, I would say go ahead and get married. Have your if you can't postpone it until we're able to travel again, well then, you know, get married now, and then have your renewal or have another wedding later on, the one that you wanted on the beach with the ocean in the background, if you want that, or in that wedding gazebo or that chapel or garden. So do the second wedding, but make sure you plan to do that second wedding. And for those of you who want to do the honeymoon, I suggest that you do it, you know, do it your way, not anybody else's way. Do it your way. Take a few days here after you've gotten married here, and do the drive to honeymoon destination or place or hotel. And the minute you're able to travel, plan for it. Then you make reservations to go and have that wonderful honeymoon, and do your kayaking if you want to, swim at the pigs if you want to, go to the glass windows if you want to. And must I go on? Do it your way. I say do it. Yes, do it for sure.
Well, I want to really thank you, because you gave us a lot of information. And, you know, once we share it, I hope people will call you. So do you want to give them your information where they can reach you? And we'll also post it later on. So let them know where they can reach you.
Yes, I'm at the Bahamas Tourist Office, and I can be reached at VStrong, like V as in Victor, S as in Sam, T as in Tom, RACHAN at bahamas.com. And our number is 416-241-6183. And so anytime, or they can get me through you, because, you know, ultimately I have to work with you, Janice, right?
Yes.
And so although I'm giving them the information, they're going to have to come to you to plan a wedding.
Yes, I sure hope so. I sure hope so.
They're coming to you to plan this fantastic Bahamas wedding. And I will be here to help you, right?
And I look forward to it. So Vinincia, I want to really, really thank you for coming on this evening with us. You've given us a lot of information, and I look forward again to speaking with you when they call me to plan their wedding. I'll be calling you and say, hey, where do I go? What do I do? What do you think? You know, so I sure look forward. So once again, I want to thank you for being on All About Events. And I look forward to speaking with you again. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, you can speak directly to us about the Bahamas, or you can call Vinincia about that. Feel free to like or share. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. So thank you again. And I look forward to speaking with you again.
Janice, I just want to say thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity. I look forward to working with you and also possibly having you in the Bahamas, entertaining you in the Bahamas someday. Because you know we have to travel together from at some point, so we can experience more and more of the Bahamas, right?
Yes, I look forward to that.
Yes, I like your name of your company. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. All right then. Okay then. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.